Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, Chago Asi Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below, let me know, gang. Now this video is particularly directed towards those that probably sent me some messages, study visa rejection, PAL rejection. Basically for the PAL, some people just said they didn't get any feedback, and then those that got their visas rejected, and people that are just feeling down. Okay, one thing first of all I need to say is those that are OGs on this channel know one of my mantra is that I don't like to advise people, because you have people going in the comment section trying to make it seem like your advice is directed to. I don't advise people. Anything I'm saying here is not an advice, it's just gist. Some people find my gist helpful, some people don't, and it's fine. It's all entertainment. So I'm just doing this video for those that have been denied, or those that probably due to the exchange rate you're not able to pursue the study dream, especially when you have spouse. Someone reached out to me, you have a spouse, so you can't do college, and because you can't do college, you're looking at masters, and then the masters universities, the fees are too high. For me, my first advice would be, let us just focus on the next 6 months. Okay, this thing I'm going to tell you now, like I said, disclaimer, I need the advice person know, but let me just say it. Give yourself 6 months. Okay, in the next 6 months we are going to be doing a couple of things. Now I did a video once where I was talking about the courses that you need to focus on for Ontario. You can check that video out, and I brushed a little on the category based express entry route, and I found out that a lot of people do not even know what that is about. Now for the express entry, the main scores are like 500 and something, but they also have a category based draw. Now for this category based draw, is for people that have these specific skills. I'm going to, I put up the link. You have to manually type it out, because I don't think link works if I put it in the comment section. But it's for specific categories. They released it, I think, last year. They haven't updated it, so we are still going to be working with these categories. Remember I said it's French language proficiency, number 1. Number 2, healthcare occupations. Number 3, STEM occupations. Number 4, trade. Number 5, transport. Number 6, agric. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because you need to know who is eligible to fall under these draws. These are the only categories where, like for French, you see 388. That's a low score. Healthcare was like 400 and something. STEM, the last one was 480 something. Trade, 420 something. These are scores that are more reasonable, because a lot of people fall within the 400, 410 to 450 margin. So these are the relatable scores, to so to speak. And we know that some people coming in as students already have like a first degree. So if they rejected your visas and you're among those that I told, okay, reapply, maybe now you're looking at January 2025. Fantastic. This thing, you can still work on it. For those of you that also want to look at January 2025 as your new date, but you haven't even started the process, or maybe you've just started, we can still look to doing this. Okay, so now who is eligible? You have to meet the minimum requirements for express entry, which is of course your IELTS, your WES. If you have that, like your degree, do your IELTS, do your WES, and then make sure as much as possible for these ones you must have at least 6 months experience within the last 3 years. 6 months experience in these fields within the last 3 years. What that means is, if it's any of the ones I'm going to read, you need 6 months straight experience within the last 3 years. I'm just going to be reading the ones that I feel are very relatable, especially because some of you can achieve it. Under French, of course, you just do your French test, and then you put your French category and meet all the requirements. The one I'm going to be focusing on is healthcare. Like healthcare now says, to be eligible, you must have accumulated within the past 3 years at least 6 months full-time continuous work experience, or the equal amount in part-time work experience in a single occupation listed in the table below, whether Canada or abroad. So even if you're in Nigeria, this particular video relates to you. Now, under healthcare, they have 35 entries. We have the audiologist and speech language pathologist, chiropractors, dentists, dietitians and nutritionists, educational counselors, general practitioners and family physicians, instructors of persons with disabilities, kinesiologists and other professional occupations in therapy and assessment, licensed practical nurses, massage therapists is there. I'm coming. Med lab assistants and related technical occupations, med lab technologists, medical radiation technologists, medical sonographers, nurse aides, orderlies and patient service associates, nurse practitioners, nursing coordinators and supervisors, occupational therapists, optometrists, other assisting occupations in support of health services. The next one says other practitioners of natural healing, other professional occupations in health diagnosis and treating, other technical occupations in therapy and assessment, paramedical occupations, pharmacy technical assistants and pharmacy assistants, physician assistants, midwives and allied health professionals, physiologists, psychologists, registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses, respiratory therapists, clinical perfusionists and cardiopulmonary technologists. The last page says specialist in clinical lab medicine, specialist in surgery, therapist in counseling, related specialized therapies, traditional Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists and veterinarians. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Under this healthcare, there are some entries that you can learn in 6 months full time. There are schools, there are courses that you can definitely do full time. Not the ones, the educational counselors, there are people that are educational counselors. They probably do not know that this route is there. You're probably going back to fight for one course or the other. But you're actually an educational counselor. People that studied education in school, that went into guidance and counseling. Educational counselors is here. You understand? Massage therapists, there are people that have spas, like you know this work. You know the Swedish massage, deep tissue. There's massage therapist. It's under healthcare. And then when you see healthcare, you dodge it because you don't even open it to know what is under the healthcare. Nurse aides, occupational therapists, people that are assisting in that regard, especially if you've worked in hospitals, people that did med lab science and all of that, it's there. You can see different, if you go down, you will check even those in guidance and counseling, those that even fall under people that worked in NGOs. You need to do this research. Therapist in counseling. You can see therapists in counseling and related specialized therapies. NGOs working with children that are distressed, orphanages, even remand home. If you've done work with them, or you can go and work with them within the next 6 months. Go and get employment in any of these places within the next 6 months. And we are in April. So we are doing May, June, July, August, September, October. You would have gathered 6 months full time by October. Definitely, if within these 6 months you have done your IELTS, you have done your WES for your first degree, you enter the pool and you can enter this NOC code 41301 because you have done the work. So within that October, last year, December, they did a pool for everybody once again while the year was ending. So plus or minus, by the grace of God, by December, you should get invitation to apply. And you come in as PRO. So it's no longer study. So sometimes I know that it might seem like, oh, December is still far. But it's better to be patient. For me, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It is still very much like it's better for me to even advise you to be patient. Concerning the STEM, the reason I'm not going to read STEM is because there's no quick and easy way to do STEM. Like if you don't know, if you're not in the science, technology, engineering, maths and field, you can't just go and do STEM. So just let's leave STEM out of the way. The next one we'll look at is trade, and trade has the same requirements. You need to have accumulated within the past 3 years, 6 months full-time experience in any of these, whether in Canada or abroad. Now for trade, we have, especially if you have a brother that wants to come, cousins that want to come, we have residential and commercial installers and servicers. So go under this NOC code and know what exactly they're looking to install, window units or whatever. These are things that you can learn, handwork. And you look at those PVC people and those people working these window steels along the road, like people that don't have sense. But you can go there and tell them you want to learn full time. They should employ you. You know what you want to, you stand to gain in the long run. So why not go to a proper one? There are some big factories that they do this thing. You tell your oga, please, oh, you want employment, you'll be helping, you will learn what is there. 6 months full time, definitely. Instead of sitting at home, why not do this? Or you do it part time, start today Sunday, back to back, so that you can accumulate your points. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Elevator constructors and mechanics, machine fitters, heating, refrigeration, and air conditioning mechanics. You can go to any of these higher thermal, higher thermal places where they do all these fridge units and repairs. You can go and try to get a job and learn there. Part-time safe if you want. Construction millwrights, industrial mechanics. If you have the skill, you can learn carpentry and plumbing. See, plumbing especially, you make a lot of money here. Plumbing has a lot of money. Then electricians, except industrial and power system, welders, contractors, supervisors. Now, this contractors part is the part that most young guys can fall under, because you can see many young guys. The good thing in Nigeria is that a lot of people like to register their business. Every small thing, you see somebody, they have a company. What are you into? General contracting, general, we have those things, general merchandise, service, and this. This is where you can fall under. You contractors and supervisors, other construction trades, installers, repairers, servicers. There are people that you call today. I want to do this. They say I can do it. I want to do this. They say I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So it's almost like you're a contract. You go under this NOC code 72014 and read everything that is under it. Because when they say others, you have to go and read and study and find out if your job or your experience falls under any of this. That way you can quickly put this NOC code instead of just going there and putting banking and finance. They are not looking for bankers. You will be in that pool forever. Right now, Canada is not looking for bankers unless your score is 500 and something, 540 something. They're not looking for bankers. I don't think there's any province that is looking for bankers like right now. So why not look for something else? Guys, let me know your thoughts. Same thing. The next one I'll read is transport. You can do the same thing. 6 months in the next 3 years. If you do not have at all, go and learn in these 6 months. Aircraft assemblers and aircraft assembly inspectors. That one is not easy to get. Transport truck drivers, those that learn truck driving, you can go and learn it in the next 6 months. Go to if you're in Port Harcourt, I think near that distance, I've forgotten their name, where they learn this driving. They teach truck driving. And railway traffic controllers, marine traffic regulators. That one is not something that you can just wake up and go and learn. Engineer officers, water transport, deck officers, water transport, air traffic controllers, related occupations, air pilots, flight engineers, flying instructors, aircraft mechanics, aircraft inspectors, rail car men or women. This last one is the one that a lot of you can fall under. Managers in transportation. Now, with managers in transportation, if you check under, a lot of people have businesses, logistics business, where you have delivery, bike men, buses, cars. If you have a friend, if you have an uncle in transportation, those that have buses, there are some people that they are into all this. Go and apply to manage it. Go and apply for jobs. These are jobs that people look down on. But the truth is, this is who Canada is looking for. So you humble yourself and go and get there, because you will need that reference to be able to apply for this. You will need that reference, at least for them to say, okay, they employed you, work for 6 months now. Let Canada take you. You have learned, you're a manager now. You manage the buses, you write, humble yourself. You are there saying, no, I studied in horticulture. If they're not looking for it, they're not looking for it. Although Agric has some lines here, I'm just putting that out there. It's best you go and check. And for transportation, managers in transportation is the one that most people can fall under transportation. The rest is licensed profession. Like, you cannot just go and meet an airport and say you want to start assembling aircraft. It's not possible now. So guys, let me know your thoughts. The last one is for agriculture. Now, under agriculture, we have contractors and supervisors, landscaping, ground maintenance, and horticultural services. For those of you that studied agric in university and you threw it away, you're now frying egg, frying puff puff, you stand a better chance in doing this thing, because you already have background knowledge. You already have it as your first degree. You stand a better chance. There are many florist companies, all these companies that do design for roundabouts and the rest, plant grass and all. Go and learn with them. All those people that have flower pots and all sorts of flowers at the side of the road, gardens. You can learn with them. You can even go there and say you want to do like, IT or whatever. Just be there. 6 months. You can do it part-time. but make sure you have enough hours to justify, just like they said. Agricultural science contractors and farm supervisors. This particular one, there are 1,001 farms in Nigeria. People that are doing fish farming, people that are farming corn, people that are farming water leaf or scent leaf or this. You're looking down on them. Go and meet the organ and say you want to supervise. You are the one that knows what you stand to gain. In the next 6 months, definitely. The truth is you will learn the actual work. And then you also gain by applying through this stream for Canada. All you need is 6 months. And the truth is, if at all you are looking to even school in Canada right now, September is almost full. So you're looking at January. And January is far. Do you get? If you're still waiting till January, why not just try this one? You might get ITA before coming. Imagine spending 18,000-20,000 to school when you can come in as a permanent resident and use that money to settle down, get a car, get a good job as soon as possible. You know, if you can get a car, you can get any permanent personal support worker job. You can start, you can even integrate faster. Guys, let me know your thoughts. So the last one is butchers, retail or wholesale. So those that have like fields that you've been working in terms of all these market square and big malls where they cut meat at the back. That's the butchers and wholesale. That's it. But I feel like farm supervisors is one that a lot of people will fall under. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This will just be my advice because I see a lot of comments like that. What can I do? I'm distressed. This whole journey can be very frustrating, especially this period where it seems like Asi is the one reporting plenty bad news. It's not me, oh. It's not me. Minus the fact that there's bad news in the air in terms of those coming in. When you enter here, there are people that are just distressed and resigned. Somebody had posted recently, one of the educational consultants, Eddie, he posted on Instablog that, I mean, Canada is becoming unsafe. They just vandalized their church car and all of that. And these are things that we are facing on the ground. But I cannot tell you that this is enough for you not to come. Still come. You know, still come. But I like reality. And I believe that one or two people that are like me, that of course that I do this kind of videos for, they prefer not to be told a lie. It's better you come knowing that anything you see here, Asi told me that these people, their head no correct. So I'm already gallant. Asi has told me, you know, those kind of things. I believe it's better that you come instead of you to come and think that this place is heaven and you're severely disappointed. It will mess up your mental health. It will mess you up so much. So it's good you come knowing fully well that, man, there are certain things that might not be as you want it. But if you work hard, if you stay in line, if you bring your eye down to know that I'm ready to start from scratch, you know, and build. Don't overexert yourself and put too much pressure on yourself to pepper people back home. I'm sure that everything will turn out well. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is one practical advice. I wish I can tell you, okay, do like this, but this one is practical. Get the experience needed. If Canada says these are the people that they need, these are the people that they need. You keep whatever you think you have. If Canada is what you need, you find any of these things I just talked about. Which one is the easiest for you to learn? Which one is the easiest company for you to get? Which one is closer to you that you know you will not have any hassle for? And dedicate the next 6 months and do it. Do it. Hopefully they don't even change to another thing, but just do it. If you have not done your IELTS already, pay and do it. There's no point back to back you're complaining and you've not even taken action. You understand? This is the honest way to take the action. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please make sure that you're already in the pool one way or the other. We don't know if new changes will be made to favor you. You know, just be in the pool first while you're doing your while you're doing your training. You can be in the pool, whatever score it is, it's fine. Be there, you know, continue, try your best. Just please try your best as much as possible. God help you. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm your girl Asi Dali. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out my other videos and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.